Welcome to Waterfall Cottage. I'm Cherie, and that's Tommy. And today we might be gardening, remodeling, cooking, canning, or tending to our chickens. Stick around and see what we are up to today. Good morning, y'all. So I'm going to be in the kitchen today, and I'm going to be making cranberry sauce for Christmas. This is a very simple recipe. It requires cranberries, sugar, raspberries, because I'm putting raspberries in it this time, cinnamon, and some lemon juice. Very simple to make. You can just throw it in the crock pot and let it simmer for several hours and not even pay attention to it. Well, I do stir it every now and then and check on it, but very simple to make. So let's get into the kitchen and get started on making this cranberry sauce. All right, so all I'm going to do is take this bag of cranberries, which is 2 pounds. I'm going to put it in this crock pot. And then I'm going to take a bag of frozen red raspberries I have. It's 12 ounces. You can use fresh ones as well. Not gonna lie, these have been in there for probably 3 months in the deep freezer, and they've got some frost in there. I could have defrosted these. In fact, I think I will go ahead and defrost these and get that off of there. All right, there we go, got it off. And there's our raspberries. I'm going to start with a cup of water. I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of lemon juice. Some people like to, let me turn the water off. I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of lemon juice. Some people like to use orange juice. I like to use lemon juice. And we are just going to take some cinnamon, I just have some normal Kroger cinnamon, nothing special, and I'm going to sprinkle it on top. I think because I use so many cranberries, I'm going to put 2 more cups of water in here. All right, so that's 3 cups of water. You don't have to. I just have my own way of cooking some things. Alrighty. So now I'm going to put the lid on. So now you'll notice I'm not putting the sugar in yet because I don't want to caramelize the sugar. So I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to turn my crock pot on to high. And I'm going to let this cook or simmer for about 3 hours. So I'll be back in about 3 hours. So you don't have to use the lemon juice in this recipe. You can use pectin, or you don't have to use pectin either. You can just use the cranberries, the raspberries, and the sugar. It's up to you. The pectin and the lemon juice act to make it thicker, so it would be runnier probably if you didn't use either lemon juice or pectin, but give it a try. I'm all about trying new things, so yeah, give it a try if you don't want to use the lemon juice or any pectin. Worth a try. It'll just might be a little more of a cranberry sauce, or syrupy. So, but yeah, I know someone's going to ask me that, so yeah, you don't have to use the lemon juice because it does make it more tart. Alrighty, this has been cooking for about 2 hours now. So I have this nifty neato little thing from Pampered Chef. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to start mashing my cranberries every now and then when I come in here to check on it. All right. cook some more. All right, we've been simmering on high in the crock pot for 3 hours, and you can see the consistency. Sorry, it's fogging up the camera lens. It's not quite where I want it yet. I'm still smushing the berries. So I'm gonna go ahead and simmer it for another hour, and we'll see what it's like after an hour. Maybe it'll be ready for us to put the sugar in. Alrighty. Shouldn't have left this ladle in here. The handle's hot. So anyway, it's the consistency that I want now. You can see it's not mostly berries anymore. So I'm going to now add a cup of sugar. You can use brown sugar or white sugar. Just get that stirred in. And now I want to taste it to see if it's at the sweetness, you know, the sweet level that I want it to be. My sweet level may not be the same as yours. So go ahead and taste it now and see if it's where you want it to be. All right. I'm going to add about a half cup more of sugar. And then that should be it. We should be good at that. All right, yeah, that's good. So I'm going to let this sit here for about 10 minutes. This time I'm going to take the ladle out. I'm going to let it sit here for about 10 minutes. And then we'll get this jarred up. In the meantime, I have my lids and jars over here simmering. And I'm about to take them out and put them on a towel so that they cool off. And don't burn my hands while I am trying to jar the ingredients up. Alrighty, it is time to get this into some jars. So I'm just going to fill up each of my jars. And on this first one you can see on this first one you can see that I just went to this bottom line right here. You can go a little bit higher to that second line, but I just went to the bottom line right here. This one I did, you can see it's cooling off already. You can see about how thick it is right now. It's going to get thicker. So let me get all my jars filled up and I'll be back. Be sure and wipe all of your rims with some vinegar to make sure there's nothing sticky on there. Now I've got my lids on, finger tight, and I'm going to put them into a 10-minute water bath. I need to take some water out of here. There's a little bit too much water in here. Now I will start my timer once this comes to a rolling boil. It's not 10 minutes from flat, you know, because it won't even be, it'll probably take 5 minutes or more just to start boiling on this stove. So 10 minutes once it starts boiling. And that, my friends, is how easy it is to make cranberry sauce with a raspberry twist to it. Like I said in the video, or I think I said, you don't even have to put the raspberries in it if you just want plain old cranberry sauce, but I like it this way. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and we will see you in the new year.